Okay, we're ready to start the live quarter of action here in the scrimmage against the Kilgore Bulldogs tonight. So it looks like we're not kicking off, and Kilgore will start with the ball at their own 25. We'll play one 12-minute quarter. So I'll flip it around now, and we'll have this entire live quarter for you here to watch with the Buckeyes and the Kilgore Bulldogs. And if you didn't see the little post I had a little bit earlier, in the controlled scrimmage, neither first team scored against each other. The Buckeyes second string scored against the Bulldogs second string. So we won that scrimmage 1-0. And the Buckeye JV lost their scrimmage. The Buckeye ninth grade won theirs 3-1. So I'm going to flip around now and give you the one quarter of live game action here at the end of this scrimmage against the Bulldogs. All right, so Kilgore will start out with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And it looks like a gain of about 3 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Try to get in a little tighter as far as the view for you. I said 2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8 for Kilgore here. Hello, Cody Montgomery, Ronnie Atkinson. Mason Hurd, of course, the Buckeye quarterback. And a gain this time of about 5 yards. And as you see, the quarterbacks will have a different colored jersey on because you're not allowed, even in the game-controlled situation, to come in a scrimmage and put a hard hit on a quarterback and maybe injure him for the season or get him where he's hurt and can't make the first couple of games. So they will have a non-contact jersey on. I'm not sure who this quarterback is for Kilgore, but of course Mason Hurt will be the Buckeye quarterback when the Buckeyes go on offense. And the Buckeyes have that wrapped up well on 3rd down. Black flag gets it done. So now Kilgore will come in to punt on 4th down and 4 from their 31. And again, we are not kicking off returning kicks. We will not be returning this punt, just a matter of fielding the punt. So I'm going to go in a little bit deeper angle here. Try to catch the kick and where the Buckeyes catch it. Buckeye returner standing at about his own 30-yard line. Low snap. Nice kick. Fielded cleanly at the 30 by the Buckeyes, and they'll take over 1st and 10 from there. 9:34 left in this quarter of control scrimmage. And the Buckeyes start out on their own 30.5-yard line, actually. And of course, this is always the case. No jerseys with numbers in scrimmages. Coaches don't want to give away who's playing what positions to their early opponents early in the season. But we do know Mason Hurt's the quarterback. And there's a wide open pass from Hurt. That's going to go all the way for the touchdown with 9:25, 9:24. 6-0 Gilmer, just like that. Beautiful pass, beautiful catch. And the Buckeyes are up 6-0. I think you can see already the excitement. The team theme and mantra this year is built tough. A lot more excitement even than at the beginning of practices last year. And I think everybody on this Buckeye squad that was on the team last year saying we're going to make sure we do a whole lot better than last year. Of course, it was a very tough road to hoe the Buckeyes had as far as schedule. They've got to play those same teams this year, but I think we've got the makings of something really special this season, folks. And we've got a flag before the extra point. Probably delay of game. The official hadn't signaled it. Yep, that's what he calls, delay of game. So now the ball will be moved back to the 8, and it'll be a basically 25-yard extra point attempt. Hello, Jimmy Bedard and Julie York. Saw Steve up here, Julie. No, he's doing the filming. Snap, kick, and way up above the top of the uprights, splitting the uprights, and the Buckeyes lead 7-0 with 9:24 here left in the quarter of control scrimmage. Great start for the Buckeyes. And, of course, they held Kilgore on their first possession and forced a punt. And, again, we don't have kickoffs. We will have punts, but no returns. So each team, when they go on to offense, starts as if you had a kickoff that went into the end zone and the ball comes out to the 25-yard line in this controlled quarter of play. And Kilgore in the controlled scrimmage used 4 different quarterbacks. The Buckeyes used 3 different quarterbacks. First and 10 for Kilgore at their 25. Got a straight up the middle run, and look out. Just like that. Looks like the Bulldogs are going to even it. Nope, maybe not. No. The Buckeyes do make the stop at the 3-yard line, but Kilgore will have a first and goal. Just a hard hit right up the middle. The offensive line of Kilgore opened the hole, and a burst of speed by the running back before the Buckeyes could get their legs underneath them. The running back was gone to the races. So now it's 7-6 in favor of the Buckeyes with the extra point attempt to come. And Kilgore is going to try for 2. They're going to try to make it an 8-7 lead here. 9:08 and counting left. They're keeping the clock running on this extra point. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, excuse me. They did stop them before they got in. My bad. And stopped him there. Right back at the 3 still. Scrimmage in preseason for me as well. But nonetheless, second and goal, ball at the 3. The Buckeyes did a good job of plugging the hole there. And hello, Lane Williams. And Ardarius Johnson. Hope you guys are doing well this Friday night.
Yeah.
And we got a flag. Delay of game coming up on Kilgore, I think, which will move them back to the 8. And bring up 7-yard line, actually. Bring up second and goal from the 7. Exactly 8 minutes left in this live quarter of action. Hello, Rick Tefteller. Hope you're doing well. And hello, Buffy Owens-Vestal. So, Kilgore now with a second and goal from the 7. Hand off the running back, and nobody to stop him that time. He's in for the touchdown with 7:55 left in our live quarter of action, and it's 7-6. Buckeye lead with the extra point to come. And from what we saw in the kicks the kickers were doing, Kilgore's got a pretty good extra point kicker, just like the Buckeyes do. And he splits the uprights as well. And that makes the score 7-7. And the Buckeyes will get the ball back at their 25 here with 7:55 left in our live quarter of action. So big plays for both teams. The Buckeyes, a long pass from Mason Hurt and a long run by the Bulldogs that set up the touchdown. We've got another football down at the 5-yard line. Got somebody going out to get the ball here before the Buckeyes take their first snap of their second possession of this control quarter. Hey, John, hope things are going well with you up at the Star in Frisco. I'll be up that way next Thursday to pick up my season credentials. Maybe I can see you while I'm up there. Draw. And that's going to be Darrell Bush. We can identify him from last year. And hello, Bobby Rice. Hope everything's going well for you up at Harts Bluff. A second down and 3 for the Buckeyes at their 32-yard line. Hurt dropping back to pass. Oh, incomplete. We've got a flag, and I'm pretty sure it was offsides by the Kilgore Bulldogs. Looked to me like one of their left side linemen jumped. And that is the case, and that'll give the Buckeyes a 1st and 10 with 7:17 left in the live quarter of action. Don't know for sure, but in past seasons, we have only done 1 quarter of controlled gameplay in the first scrimmage and then 2 quarters in the second scrimmage. So I'm guessing this will be just a 1 quarter, but we might play 2. We'll just see, but I'm guessing probably just 1 this week, and then we'll do 2 next week. All right, so 1st and 10 for the Buckeyes at their own 37. Fakes it to Bush, throws over the middle, and a great defensive play that time by the Bulldogs, knocking the ball away from the intended receiver. Hello, Dennis and Mary Helen Despain. Hope you are doing well. Second and 10. And we've got a flag in the middle of the field that may be a holding against the Buckeyes. I have to see, but I'm guessing that's probably what they're going to call. Nope, now they wave it off. So the Buckeyes get enough almost for a 1st down. Be 3rd down and about a yard. Ball is up at the 46.5-yard line for the Buckeyes. And, of course, you only get 3 downs. Well, I guess technically we could go in a live quarter. We could go for it on 4th down. No. Here's the snap. Big rush, and that one kind of blew up. The Buckeyes allowed the rush to come up the middle. We had 3 receivers on the left side and 2 on the right side. 4th down, and I believe we are going to go for it here. I think we should. It is just a scrimmage, and kind of give you an idea. You're basically saying here, we trust our line to do what they got to do for us to get a yard. But Time's running really quickly. Looks like there's been a little bit of confusion on the play possibly. And I don't think we're far away from a delay. Whoops. Yep. And Gilmer calls a timeout to avoid the delay of game. 6:31 left in this this live quarter of action. Hello, Mike Sanders. Hope you're doing well. The Buckeyes looked really good on varsity in the scrimmage. Black Flag defense didn't give up a score at all, either the first unit or the second unit. And the Buckeyes' second unit did score against the second unit of Kilgore in the control scrimmage portion. Hello, Micah Harper, and you're welcome. By the way, we've got a pretty good crowd on hand for such a warm evening. I know a lot of people, as early as the scrimmage started, probably couldn't make it home and get around for this, but I'm guessing we probably got close to 300 or so Buckeye fans out for this scrimmage, if not even more than that, maybe. And again, next Thursday night, we'll scrimmage in Henderson. Here's a draw to Bush. That gets the first down on fourth down to the 49-yard line of Kilgore. Hello, Dr. Larry Bennett. I can tell from all your posts you're really enjoying being retired and not having to be at school this year. So congratulations on that. Know you're enjoying that grandbaby a lot from all the posts that see you putting on about her. And we go with a draw again, but that didn't fool anybody that time. It was a little bit of a delayed draw. Loss of about 3 yards there. Hello, Art Clark. I'm guessing, Art, you must be out of state in a truck or you would have been here. All right, second and almost 12. Buckeyes back on their side of the 50 at their 49. Fake to Bush. Good protection. Pass downfield and caught for the first down. We believe, and that looks like his size, but that's probably Eddie Ray. He's going to be a tremendous receiver for the Buckeyes this year and made a one-handed interception in the control scrimmage on a deep pass. First time Eddie Ray has played football, I think, since 8th grade. So a great addition to the Buckeye squad this year. Going to be a fun season for sure. Hello, Jim Rushing. Hope you're doing well this Friday night. First and 10 for the Buckeyes at the 38-yard line of Kilgore, and we're tied 7-7 here in this live quarter of action at the scrimmage at R.E. St. John Stadium in Kilgore against the Kilgore Bulldogs. And we got a flag. Think they're going to call the Buckeyes for an illegal shift. False start, actually, is what he calls. So that'll cost us 5. Move the ball back to the 43 of Kilgore. We've got 5:03 left in this live action quarter. Hello, Matt Alexander. And the Buckeyes scored on a long Mason Hurt pass. Now we're going on the handoff to Bush again. Kilgore ready for that. Got maybe 2 yards down to the 41, and that's going to bring up second down and still about 13 needed. Hello, Miss Lula Mae Beavers. Hope you're doing well tonight. All right, second down and 13 from the Kilgore 41 for the Buckeyes. Hurt dropping back, good protection again. Going deep, got a man wide open, but just a little bit miscommunication between Hurt and the intended receiver there. Third down and 12. Hello, Adon Oliveras. So third down and 12. The Buckeyes went for it on 4th and 1 earlier on their side of midfield and made it. But they've got 3rd and 12, situation you don't like to get caught up in. But 2 downs to try to get the first down. Hurt's got plenty of time. Going deep. And that one is incomplete. And it's going to be 4th down. And the Buckeyes are going to punt because we're down to 4:13 left in this quarter of live action. And you don't want to give Kilgore the ball at the 40-yard line if you were to have an incomplete pass or not get your 12 yards you need. So Buckeyes are going to punt it away. But again, remember, you cannot return the punt. Even though it's live game action, no return of any kicks. So wherever the Bulldogs catch it, the whistle will blow, and that's where they'll take over. No blocking allowed. Oh, goodness. And a shank kick. The 39-yard line is where Kilgore is going to take over 1st and 10. 4:11 left in this live action quarter. Hello, Richard Gazelle. Hope you're doing well. So Kilgore will go back on offense. The black flag back out on the field here. Both teams scored as a result of big plays. The Buckeyes on a long pass play from Mason Hurt. Kilgore had a long run straight up the middle down to the Buckeye 3 that ended up resulting in their score. And this live quarter is tied 7-7. And hello, Colton Bunn Trailer. Hope you're doing well down in Spring Hill. We've got 4:11 left in the live quarter of action between the Kilgore Bulldogs and Gilmer Buckeyes here at R.E. St. John Memorial Stadium. Handoff up the middle again, and again, I believe that's the same back that went for the huge chunk of yardage setting up the touchdown before. He gets 10 here and 10 yards and a few inches, maybe a foot. So 1st and 10 for Kilgore at the Buckeye 49. And again, we've got 4 minutes now and counting in this live quarter of action. Pretty sure, as we said at the outset, probably we'll just do one live quarter of action tonight. That's what we usually do in the first scrimmage. And then we'll probably have 2 quarters of live action next week, next Thursday night, when we scrimmage the Henderson Lions in Henderson. And dropping back to pass. Here's a deep pass to a wide open receiver, but the quarterback overthrew him. That had touchdown written all over it as he had gotten behind the Buckeye defense, but fortunately just a little long on the pass for the Buckeyes. And hello, Jimmy Moses. Hope you're doing well tonight. 3.5 minutes exactly left in this live quarter of action. And they are doing the 40-second clock between plays, so that's the reason the Buckeyes have been called a couple of times for delay. Hello, Brian Bowman and Ted Austin. And a handoff straight up the gut. This time the black flag's ready for the running back. He gets nothing. 3rd down and 9. Buckeyes need to hold here to get the ball back to get a chance to score before this live quarter of action ends. Otherwise, probably going to look at a 7-7 deadlock. Hello, Ken Hampton. Hope everything's going well in Oklahoma. Big play here for both teams. 3rd down and 10 from the Gilmer 49 for the Bulldogs. Handoff, no, fake handoff, a pass, and it is incomplete. Incomplete. The receiver had it for a moment, then got hit and dropped it, so it is incomplete, and it'll be 4th down. So the Buckeyes have held on 3rd down, and now Kilgore has a decision to make, and they've made it. They're punting the ball away. Hello, Amanda Petway. Tell Kenny I said hello.
Say what?
First, we didn't have anybody back there. We need to send somebody back there.
And again, remember, The Buckeyes will not be allowed to advance this punt. Buckeye returner standing at the Gilmer 15. And he'll let that go into the end zone, or did it touch the line? Whoa. It did not go over the line. The Buckeyes will have the ball at about the 6-inch line. It literally hit it about the 1. Looked like it was going to go into the end zone. And again, of course, the Buckeye returner could not have picked it up and advanced it anyway. But the ball stopped just short of the goal line. So the Buckeyes in a deep hole with 2 minutes and 31 seconds left here. And we're tied 7-7. And Brandon Tennyson is in at quarterback now. Hello, Josh Nicewinder. Hope you're doing well in your new job down in Florida with the XFL. I know that's going to be exciting for you, but we're going to miss you. And Tennyson dropping back to pass, has a receiver wide open, but it falls incomplete. 2:26 left. Second down and 10 from literally just inches away from the goal line for the Buckeyes. And again, Brandon Tennyson in at quarterback on this possession. He will be one of the backup quarterbacks. He's also a wide receiver and is a sophomore this year. He's one of the few players I can identify since we have no numbers. Oh, and Tennyson trapped in the end zone for a safety. So that will give Kilgore a 9-7 lead, and they will get the ball back with 2:26 left. Yeah, Josh, thanks for that kind word. We loved having you as a Buckeye as well, but no, that's going to be exciting for you in the XFL down there in Florida. So 2:26 left in our live quarter, and Kilgore takes the 9-7 lead with the safety. And let's see what they're going to discuss this with the Kilgore coaches. But I'm guessing they'll get the ball on the 25 again. But it may be on the 40. I'm not real sure. It's not going to be on the 40. Since you don't have the free kick, I guess they're going to put it back to the 25, and that's what they're going to do. So 2:26 left in this live quarter of action. Buckeyes down after that safety, 9-7. So if they could get a quick 3 and out, they'd have one more opportunity to still come back and win this live quarter after winning the control scrimmage 1-0 with the second unit scoring that one touchdown against Kilgore's second unit on the varsity. And they hand off straight up the middle again. And once again, the back breaks for about 15 yards. So it looks like the Buckeyes have a little work to do up the middle here. And that will keep no, they stopped the clock. Now they'll start it back. Now that they've got the ball placed, just like we would do in a live game situation. 2:10 and counting, and pretty sure Kilgore is going to use every second off the 40-second clock. They don't want the Buckeyes touching the ball again. And we're going to have a takeaway probably in order to be able to get the ball back again before this live quarter is over. Same play, gut up the middle, and about 5 yards that time, and they do stop the clock as the Buckeyes call for a timeout. We did use one earlier So we will have one timeout left. Minute 44 seconds left, and the ball is at the 43-yard line of the Bulldogs, and they'll be looking at a 2nd down and 7 when we resume play. But all in all, a good scrimmage tonight for the Buckeyes. Quite honestly, looks a lot better than the first scrimmage we had last year. I think we've got obviously some things to work on and correct, but a lot of things that looked really, really good tonight.
Is this the I think it is, but I think, like Elwyn was saying, I think the Henderson would play 2 left quarters, but I think it's going to play 1 now.
We're
Putting the water up, it's either over with or we got another quarter. I mean, I can unpack quicker than text.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Back to action. 2nd down and 7 for the Bulldogs, and the Buckeyes have one timeout left that they can use. Fumble, and Buckeyes get it. Buckeyes got the ball. I said we'd have to have a turnover in order to be able to get it back, and we just got it. Got that turnover, Gilmer ball, and we have a chance to either go down and score a touchdown or possibly kick a field goal and win this thing. Hello, Kenny Pebway. Way to go, Black Flag. And I believe that was Mr. Tyler Herndon that recovered that fumble for the Buckeyes, who, interestingly enough, was a Kilgore Bulldog last year. And looks like Brandon Tennyson will still be our quarterback. Dropping back to pass. Now he's going to run it. He's got room. All the way down to the 27-yard line for Tennyson. A minute though, but we've got a flag. Holding against the Buckeyes. Hello, Larry Keith Montgomery. And Mary Jo Holloway, hello. Well, they're not going to bring it back. Yep, they are.
What happened?
Buckeyes were called for holding on that. Offensive coordinator Alan Metzel just can't believe it, shaking his head. So after the penalty, it's going to make it a little bit tougher task for the Buckeyes. Ball back at the Gilmer 48 with 1 minute and 32 seconds left. And the Buckeyes will have a 1st and 20. But more critically, 1 minute and 32 seconds left to either kick a field goal or score a touchdown. Well, Tennyson getting a chance to get some reps in live game action. Now the officials are talking to each other, and I guess whatever it was, they figured it out. Hello, Jacob Dodd. Tennyson gets the snap, dropping straight back to pass, getting a big rush, and that pass is incomplete. 2nd and 20, and the clock stops with 1:27 left. And again, the Buckeyes scored first and took a 7-0 lead on a long pass from Mason Hurt. Then Kilgore scored as a result of a long run straight up the middle down to the Buckeye 3. Game was tied at 7-all, and then the last Buckeye possession, a punt stopped about 2 inches short of the goal line. The Buckeyes were trapped in the end zone for a safety. And here's a deep pass, a little too deep. The rush was just a little bit more, about another half second. And Tennyson could have gotten that away cleanly, but the rusher came in on top of him, and he had to release it just a little bit quicker than he'd liked to have. 1:21 left here in the live quarter. And Buckeyes trailing 9-7. Third and 20. We've got a man coming free, and that didn't really stand much of a chance. Trying to little short pass around the left side, but Bulldogs were all over it. And now we're down to our final down. Minute 14 and counting left. But it's 4th down and 20, so barring a 20-yard completion, well, actually, excuse me, not 4th and 20, 4th and about 16. Barring a defensive penalty or a 16-yard completion, this will be the last chance the Buckeyes have here. And the pass is caught. It's a catch for the Buckeyes with 46 seconds. And that's a first down. Now the Buckeyes take another timeout here. 46.3 seconds left. They wanted to talk about this next play. The wise thing to do, I believe that is their final timeout in this live quarter of action. But they have a 1st and 10 here at the, let's see where the ball is, 27-yard line. But we've got 46.3 seconds left, and very smart timeout by the Buckeye coaching staff here. I'm sure the thought process is pass the ball, pass it to the sideline, and make sure you get out of bounds because you don't want to have them pin you down and lose precious seconds here because we've got a realistic chance to come back and take the victory in this live quarter. Hello, Gavin Holt. Number of former Buckeyes watching the live quarter of action here from R.E. St. John Memorial Stadium in the first scrimmage of the year for the Buckeyes against the Kilgore Bulldogs. 1st and 10 at the 27. Tennyson dropping back. We've got a flag. The pass is caught, but let's see who the flag is on. Maybe it was offsides on the defense. Let's see. Nope, false start on the Buckeyes. Holy cow. We just can't buy a break, it doesn't look like, with these officials. Seems like everything almost has gone against us in this live quarter of action. Hello, Karen Walton. Well, that one really hurts, folks. The Buckeyes were 38.1 seconds left, and we still got a couple more shots here. And the Buckeye receivers are running good patterns. The offensive line is giving Brandon Tennyson time to throw the ball. So we still got our chances. Now it is 1st and 15. Yeah, good point. Larry Underwood sitting behind me and said false start supposed to be immediately. That flag was not thrown until after the pass was caught. The official that threw the flag was right next to the Kilgore coach. So you got to wonder, folks. Of course, everybody knows I'm not a fan of officials anyway. Here's a pass, complete. And what are they calling this time? Let's go. They say the clock is still going. Down to 26 seconds because it wasn't a first down. Now he'll spike it, and that will stop the clock. With 22.3 seconds left. Again, the Buckeyes down 9-7, and they are on the just inside the 20-yard line of Kilgore. Going to the end zone, it looks like, oops, nope, he better get rid of it quick. And he does, and it's picked off. Oh, my goodness. Well, we've got a holding against the Buckeyes again. And it's the same official on the far sideline next to the Kilgore coach that threw the flag last time. Can't say that we didn't hold, but it's mighty suspicious that both of those flags come after the end of plays before the flags ever come out. Coach Matt Turner is asking him what in the world's going on here. And Coach Turner says the flag didn't come out until after we caught the ball.
Maybe it's offsetting.
And I'm pretty sure we got offsetting penalties. But there's only 11.4 seconds left here, folks. The Buckeyes don't have a timeout left. They had to use one earlier before a fourth down that they got a first down on. So we've got to go to the end zone quick. Lions got to do the job, and if we don't get into the end zone, we got to have a play for a field goal. And there's a pass interference. That's just what the Buckeyes needed. The official finally calls the pass interference on Kilgore at the end zone, so that'll be a 10-yard penalty. The Buckeyes can try to kick a field goal to win it with 7.2 seconds left. Yeah, we're going to kick a field goal here, I'm guessing, surely.
Okay, Rafa.
They're not fitting him in.
Yep, here comes the field goal unit. Buckeyes will make a kick to attempt to win this game 10-7, or 10-9, excuse me. All right, this will be your ball game one way or another, folks. Exciting for this quarter of live action, very exciting. Just need a good snap, a good hold, and a good kick, and we'll walk away with a victory in the quarter of live action. Here's the snap, the placement, the kick, and it's good. With 5.8 seconds left, the Gilmer Buckeyes take a 10-9 lead. And the Kilgore folks are so upset, now they finally put the 10 up there. Was beginning to think they weren't even going to give us the field goal. I think they were trying to wait and see if the Kilgore coach could talk the official on the far sideline into throwing another flag for something against the Buckeyes. But 5.8 seconds left, so there'll be one play on offense for Kilgore. You would guess it probably might be some sort of razzle-dazzle play. And the folks who were watching this earlier are probably going to wish that they had stayed with it. After the safety, I saw about 5 or 6 people drop off that were watching on Facebook Live. So if they come back and watch it later, they're probably going to wish they'd have stayed with us. But anyway, one play, unless there's some sort of defensive penalty, one play probably for the Bulldogs, unless we have a quick incomplete pass.
Hey, Bucky!
The black flag's got to be ready and just not give up anything deep here. We've got 4 backs that are deep. Yeah, Art, I knew you wouldn't go anywhere. All right, you know it's going to be a deep pass. And there's the pass. It's caught, and that will end it. It's over. It's over. The Buckeyes win 10-9. Congratulations to the Gilmer Buckeyes. Never say die. Came back and found a way, got the turnover they had to have to even get the football back and win this controlled. And immediately, before we can go to the scoreboard, the upset Kilgore fans turned the scoreboard off. But trust me, the Gilmer Buckeyes won this live quarter of action 10-9. And that'll give them a lot of momentum going into next week in the scrimmage against the Henderson Lions next Thursday night. So that's it here for tonight from R.A. St. John Memorial Stadium. Hope everybody has a great weekend. I'll be down at NRG Stadium in Houston tomorrow night for the Houston Texans and Detroit Lions game. And we're not allowed to do Facebook Live down there, but I'll probably do a little hello recording and post before that game. So everybody have a great weekend.